hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still,
especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Simpson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Bowling Green. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Unloads quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. He lived to fight another down.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see. Be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, it's blocked!
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. a defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And the Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense
breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time.
A really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Third down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bounce it off that right upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Firing deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Defense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Third down, red zone play, Brown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
He splits the uprights. That brings him to within one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Raiola. He's going to fire deep. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's a heat. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Huskers are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And he's left with no option. You just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here,
he's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Let's go, let's go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Powers through the defender. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
With the catch, it's McCulley.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
On the move, it's Haynes. Makes a man miss. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And the Wolverines will move the sticks with the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try the run. Got room to work. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets him down to the 20. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to do it on the ground. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a nice job by this defense. Man, they've given up a lot of yards. They've gotten to the scoring area of the field multiple times, but they keep forcing field goals. They did a great job again on that 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There he goes! Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to keep running. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Using his legs, it's eyes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Moves around to clear up the vision, and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Red pass, it's complete. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Runs through the tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Escapes the sack. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hester. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The give from the gun. Got a little space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Ives. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got the quick pass. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Handoff from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Ives. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first down.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football back.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. A strike downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep it from getting the first down?
The defense can taste blood in the water. They've got 4th down. They know that the offense can't try to kick a field goal. They need one more stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they get aggressive here and bring an all-out blitz.
And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate done.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hunter. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late. It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Nebraska.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And his kick is good. His third field goal of the game, and this is the one that wins it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.